Live, go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have special guests and Marion Hayden Gardner and her husband, Saffell Gardner. And Marion is one of the founding members of the all-female group Straight Ahead. And tomorrow night, Thursday, you will be in concert at the church. And can you share with the audience what they can look forward to and what do people need to know about Straight Ahead?
I would be glad to. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with everyone tonight, Pastor Nick. Straight Ahead is a homegrown talent from right here in Detroit. We've been together for more than 20 years as a touring and recording group. One of the things I like to say about our group is that we were a kitchen table group. In other words, although we did several recordings for Atlantic Records, the birth of the group was really very much a grassroots effort. We got materials together. We started off with a really great vocalist by the name of Mickey Braden, and then when Mickey left for a fabulous career in New York, we kept the group going. That would have been Alina Moore, our pianist, Galen McKinney, our drummer, myself on bass, and we also have with us another great member of Plymouth Church, Regina Carter, on violin, who started with us. And over the time, we've had some shift in personnel.
You know,
But
I was her youth leader. Did you know that?
no, I didn't know that.
I was.
That is really awesome. So we've just been really, really pleased to be able to continue to play in the tradition of the great jazz musicians from Detroit, and to expand that tradition. So the ways in which we expand that tradition are that we always include our own original compositions. We include arrangements on jazz standards. And then we also work in the realm of things that aren't necessarily considered jazz. We'll do things that are on the funkier side. We definitely do some great Latin music. We really pride ourselves in being a group that performs an eclectic repertoire, but it's very organic. In other words, it really makes sense when you hear it, because we only play things that we personally feel in terms of our musicianship. And so you can expect to hear all of that when we do our concert at Plymouth.
All right, and that's tomorrow night, Thursday night, 7 p.m.
Yes,
Yeah, March 25th.
please join us.
Now, we're fortunate tonight in that the two of you are an example of artists in love who've actually, you've gotten married, you've stayed married, you've raised your children together. What's it like to be artists together? And Saffell, as far as I understand, and you can help me if I'm, not saying enough, but Saffell Gardner, the husband, is one of the outstanding visual artists
Correct.
in the country, and so what's it like, being an artist couple?
Well, I guess we just like any other couple that are together, that are, raising kids, and both of the boys, they're out on their own, and we work together, throughout, and I generally tell people with their schooling, it was almost like a major chess game. It was private school, public school, charter school, back to private school, and then on to college. And that was one of the things that that was a must, that you must finish school and hopefully go on and get your master's. And, so that's the way we worked. And Plymouth played a big part in that. And that was our church home. I mean, it still is, dealing with the boys. The boys still have their hearts there. And, they answer the call anytime Reverend Hood picks up the phone. We all answer the call, I guess. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? Say no?
Never say no to the pastor.
I try not to burden you.
No.
What do you call it?
No. I like to be asked. I want to help more. When I see things on Instagram like the church handing out food, I said, well, I should have been there.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. So, along with that, and then raising the boys, and I recently sold a piece of sculpture called Star Child, and the person that bought it, they said, well, explain to me, why is it Star Child? And I said, well, you know, when your child is born, you want that child to be everything that they can be. You want them to be everything that you want them to be and more. You want them to be the best musician, the best artist, the best engineer, the best doctor. So that's everything embodied in this piece of sculpture is what a parent wants for their child. And we only want the best, you know, the best for them. And, you know, and we weren't like super strict, but we were strict enough, you know, no sagging. You know what I'm saying? Pick up your stuff.
Keep your pants.
Keep your pants up. You know, I want you to be your own man. I want you to be able to go somewhere and be able to, on your signature, get a loan for a house or car, or whatever. And that's the way I was raised. That's what my dad left me. He left me a good work ethic, and so that's what I've always instilled in the boys. And you know, along with my wife, you know, that's what we've managed to do, and I'm proud of it. And then, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, sometimes I feel kind of odd with us being kind of like the ones that are still like kind of pushing the kids, but now they're out on their own. So we try not to have too much like hands-on. We just like listen. We kind of counsel when they come to us with certain things, and we go like, well, you know, I didn't want to say I told you so, but okay, this is how you handle that. So this is our spot now.
Call us consultants.
Yeah, consigliaries. That's what I like to say. We're the consigliaries for. And so, you know, they come to us, and I feel good that they can come to us with their issues. And so that's a good part of raising. And then kids being, you know, artistic, you know, we let them go. We didn't say, oh no, you got to be this, or you got to be that. And we kind of just nurture them to be what they wanted to be. And of course, the musician of the family, you know, she was like, you know, hands-on with the musician's son. And, you know, I was hands-on to a point with the artist. And, you know, and we, you know, give each other critiques. And that's one thing that I really like about us being artists. You know, she'll ask the drummer, which is the youngest one, Tariq, she'll ask him, okay, I need you to do this chart, and what do you think about that? And then vice versa, same thing. And just like I had my son over, the artist's son, the oldest one, Asa Keeley, over to the studio today to help me move some steel, because you know, they told me when I started doing sculpture it was going to get heavier. So I had him over today, and so I asked for his criticism on my work. And you know, I've been out of school I've been doing art a long time, but I really like his feel. So it's sort of like it is like a you know, give and take, and you know, we like that. You know, Marion teaches. She's holding the torch for jazz all over the city, actually all over the country. She kind of downplays it, and people know her internationally, and she just still downplays it. She says, you know, I want to do my best, and I'm going like, well, you know, people are calling you from all over, so you don't even have to worry about that, you know, because you are the best. And so that's what we kind of instill in each other, you know, and we just keep, you know, that supportive thing going, you know. So I don't know. I think that's, you know, that's where we are, and we just keep pushing. And also, you know, through the pandemic, you know, this house is like what we call a broadcast house. You know, we were on you know, streaming all through Christmas, and you know, people were calling my son. They wanted him to lead Kwanzaa, yeah. So it was like we had to run lines all over the house, even down to the basement. So, and then, you know, put together a wardrobe. So, you know, we support each other. So that's, you know, that's where it is, and we've managed to adapt to the pandemic pretty good, even though, like everybody else, you know, I wish, you know, we could, you know, keep moving and go on, but I believe this is the ultimate test, or maybe one of the tests for the human race, is to get through this pandemic without, you know, too much damage, you know. So we just keep moving along.
So Phil, I learned something tonight.